He's not going.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Auto Club Raceway, or Speedway, sorry,
Auto Club and ARCA.
for what should be an exciting race
like
here
Phoenix.
today in the HRL ARCA Championship,
They're both blue.
round number 5 for
Yeah,
this
the Cup Series is
season.
definitely at Phoenix
We
today.
come in with Kohler McGillen as the points leader. Will that change today? It is 13 points back to P2 in points. That's Camden Ehrlich. Then 15 for CJ Clark in third. Pierce Matana, 17 back, and William Ducate, 20 back from Kohler McGillen. That is your top 5 in points.
What is it, a 75 rep? Rear end.
Hopefully, should be in for
Hey,
quite
guys,
the
we need to
interesting
get caught
race.
up
We are
here.
back
Not
on
bad.
the ovals
I don't know
today.
who that is on the top behind facing. We need to close up the gap.
Last week out at the Roval was
Actually, Payson needs to close.
interesting, to say the least. But the field gets ready to get back to what they're used to, as pace car should pull down pit road this time.
Fucking door your shit, pal.
Yes, it does, as pace car is in. 75 laps at Auto Club Speedway. Pedal on the outside, Picas on the inside. We are racing at Auto Club, and it is a great start by the inside lane. It's actually relatively even on the outside as well, as Sean Pina is struggling to get the car going, as I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. I think just towed to the garage there. Picas leads down into turn 1. Pedal on the outside. Clark on the inside. 2 wide for P2. 3 wide for P3 now. Clark getting very loose off the exit of turn 2. Now heading down into turn 1 as the drivers are all jostling around for position. You can see the cars moving around the bumps. Cars make contact. That's Payson Lindsay getting into the back of, I'm not sure who that is on the outside, in the 12. On the outside, and CJ Clark now trying to make the outside work as well, getting into the wall. Payson Lindsay ducks down to the inside onto the apron, trying to look for as many positions as possible. It is just a draft train at the front right now. Payson Lindsay jumps up about 3 positions there, I think, going down all the way to the apron, as cars are fanning out. 4, 5, 3 wide across the pack, and every driver looking for clean air where they can find it. Clark side by side with the number 128. Everyone fighting hard for positions here. Nothing is Daniel Wasoe Jr. giving a bit of a push down the straightaway to the number 12. Everyone at the front. David Pedal actually biting for the lead now with Kenneth Picas and Jacob Smetana in tow as he's going to clear up. Pedal gets through. Ducate looking to the bottom. They're 3 wide for P2. Jacob Smetana, Kenneth Picas, and William Ducate duke it out. Payson Lindsay pushes Picas on the outside, getting him back to Picas's bumper, or getting him back to Pedal's bumper on the outside. Dives it into turn 1. This is incredible racing so far early on. Everyone putting it on the line this early is incredible to see. Pedal leads clear out in front, but Ducate and Smetana have something to say about it. Ducate and Smetana but doors down the straightaway. Picas gets another push from Lindsay on the outside. He's going to be able to charge it down into turn 3. They're 4 wide for second. Here comes Payson Lindsay on the outside. Absolutely incredible battles here as drivers, I'm not even sure what has happened there. Everyone stays fine. Kenneth Picas, I think, just
You were blanked out on the side of his car.
got huge net code and was inside of Jacob Smetana. I'm not entirely sure how they kept that going, but fair enough to them.
That makes sense, but that felt really.
Oh, actually, Peter Smetana getting put hard into the wall. I think he might have just cut across on Dylan Smith's bumper. Looked like he kind of got swiped to the outside. And now Peter Smetana, who is trying to make a case for the points lead this race, is certainly not having any luck at the moment. As Jacob Smetana trying to force the issue here on the inside as they're 4 wide down the front straightaway, down into turn 1. Ducate trying to defend on the inside. And will not be able to. Well, actually, he will. Drives it up in the corner. Brendan Schuett, almost making contact with Jacob Smetana on the outside. He gets the run, has the momentum, and he is going to lose that position to Schuett. As drivers still 3 and 2 wide, some 4 wide in the back. As drivers just trying to do what they can to find positions, get in a rhythm, and settle in wherever they can. That's Sheen Fry coming up in front of Kohler McGillen, I think it was, the points leader. So not a good day for the points leader, Kohler McGillen, right now. Going to have to make some work throughout the race. Speaking of working. Ducati has done work the wrong way and has gone backwards a few positions since the last couple of laps. So drivers very clearly indicating that early on here today could be one moment you could be running at the front, one moment you could be just sentenced back to maybe being almost outside the top 10, as I'm not sure that's where Ducati is at the moment, but certainly running on the brink of it. Jacob Smetana, Ducati, and CJ Clark all got in the wall there on the exit of the turn 4. Drivers trying to do what they can to find position. Things calming down a little bit now, but they are still 3 wide heading down into turn 1. Pierce Smetana trying to drive it through the middle, as I think he'll get the position off the exit as they're starting to ramp up again. Drivers going 4 wide for a moment as Smetana trying to get the side draft down the straightaway. Dives it into turn 4, or dives it into turn 3. Is he going to be able to get clear off here? No, not quite. Outside momentum will prevail, most likely, as that's kind of the beauty of this racetrack. May not be commissioned for use anymore in the world of real motorsports, but here in sim racing, the legacy this track has lives on, as I think that was Jacob Smetana going off, or spinning off of CJ Clark's nose, as multiple cars involved, as severe net code there for the blank car. I'm not sure who that is. Gary Wright involved as well, the 13. Jacob Smetana as well. Kalen Wilson
Can someone check
going slowly down the straightaway.
rear if I have damage?
Nice one, Clark.
Showing early on here. Clark,
After all,
yeah,
Clark
just kind of
Clark,
washes up
you sure know
into
how
the
to drive.
corner, and the net code grabs him from there. Not really much any
You better
driver
shut
could
up,
do.
kid.
Jacob Smetana goes
Well, I'm not
hard
the one that wrecked half the field.
into the
so,
wall.
no.
I left 2 lanes up there, so someone must have came down.
There's literally 2 people that crashed. What the hell?
Yeah, it just looks like CJ Clark
No,
kind of
there's
just
definitely
drives
more
it
than
up into the corner, not realizing that there's a car
Somebody
out
didn't
there,
try to
and then
come
from
through
there,
like
from
you
then
were
on,
letting
they
the
would have
team
been
fly
fine,
because everyone
and the
else
net
was
code
slowed
took
up, and I would've
over,
gotten damaged.
and Smetana, maybe just overcorrects there. Not entirely sure what the inputs and what the reactions are from the 32, but
Mike, how many close calls did we have? Because I swear we were
certainly
together for 50% of it.
some damage for the number 32.
I've been blinking.
Last week's winner, by the way, at the Charlotte Roval.
How many close calls did we have, Mike? Because I swear we've been around each other for like most of this.
See,
Was
Clark
the
drives it in.
half of the
You can
time?
see the lane and the shift, and
I
he
have
comes
no
up,
idea,
I mean,
'cause
a
I didn't
full
look at my
lane.
mirrors at all. I was too busy
So-
talking front. You taking
The 32 did come down a bit, but I'm going to say that I think CJ Clark came up substantially more. I mean, if you look at the line
Hey, call me on
on
Discord.
that 4th lane, you can see Clark
Also,
comes
Brandon,
up
Did you say I was
a full
blinking?
lane. I think 32 needs to not come down, but also CJ Clark needs to not go up. So I think fault somewhat falls maybe primarily on Clark, but does fall also a little bit on Smetana. As cars were wrecking further back as well as hard hit into the wall for Hunter Winkler, who, if I'm not mistaken, finished top 10 last week in the Roval. So not looking good for one of the newcomers to HRL. Ducati getting loose on the bottom, overcorrects and just kind of washes up, nowhere for Winkler to go.
Wow, a minute.
Car trying to
40
avoid
damage.
wrecking, and unfortunately
You'll be good.
couldn't avoid the car that was avoiding wrecking. So not a good look, as I think actually that might be the day done for the number 69 car, as that front left wheel is bobbing down the straightaway. So yeah, put the nail in the coffin here into the wall. I think Hunter Winkler's day is done. Lap 10 of 75 though, so some drivers kind of doing as they are now. Multiple cars into pit road. Substantial cars into pit road as well. Kenneth Pikas, CJ Clark, Jacob Smetana, and William Ducati. So, drivers. I'm not sure what that was.
Give him formation. Go, I guess. I don't know.
Pace car pulls down pit road. I'm not sure how we're going green here, but Pace and Lindsay gets going. Caution's called.
It said you changed it 1 degree.
No, you said it 1 to green before we got this race, so that lap was the last one.
Can we pit again? Because I wasn't able to fix all my stuff because of that crap.
No, you don't get to pit, buddy.
You could have short.
Hey, can I get the mobile mechanic out here to activate my clutch?
Whoever the 32 was, I'll take partial blame because I came up half the lane and you came down half the lane, but I guess I'll accept partial for that.
Driver's accepting fault for the incident that happened moments earlier.
Hey boys, the
as,
pace car's on the back stretch, man.
Dude,
Lindsay,
what is going on?
driver's complaining about not catching
The pace
up
car is in turn 3.
to the pace car.
You can't make this a short caution. We have to go like all the way around.
Lindsay,
Dude, Payson, go! We need to catch the base car.
The pace car is about to cross the finish line.
Pace and Lindsay not catching up to the pace car.
I'm being told to
So-
let the pace car by. Can I be like handed a wave around or something? I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah, I have to let the 84 by, and the 84 is in front of me.
Pedgel decides to take matters into his own
The pace
hands
car has crossed the finish
to
line.
catch the pace car.
Yeah, pace car turn 1 entry now.
Pace and Lindsay, the field was just kind of
Check up on
cruising,
the front stretch.
it seems
Check up.
like.
All the cars that I think all the cars that were in pit road are going to need a wave around.
As they do eventually catch up,
I need a black hood right now.
that was certainly
Appreciate
interesting, to say the least.
Hey, road's close, fellas. Can't hit that shit.
But, yeah, things very exciting early on. Everyone just kind of just putting their car where they felt most comfortable, and that led to some 4 and even at points 5 wide racing. As, I mean, what a race this is so far. And hopefully things continue to be that way throughout the entire day. As
It's just like a caution in NASCAR. I get extended for 5 laps for no reason.
Are you sure you didn't accidentally press a button or something?
It says I have to let the car in front of me by. Am I like forced to be a lap down right now?
So, lights are off on the pace car. Things are seemingly sorted. Everyone just trying to figure out where they need to be. As Pace and Lindsay and David Pedgel lead 1-2 at the moment. That's your front row. As
84.
drivers-
You go by me, I'm destroyed. I'm in the yellow. If you get to me,
will they fight as aggressively on this next start? I'm uncertain. But definitely be entertaining if they did.
Who the fuck just barked?
He's a coyote, don't worry about it.
What? I'm not. Listen. Stop listening. All right,
Right
here
in
we
front
go.
of you,
Pace
idiot.
car soon to pull down pit road.
Then
Pace
get
and
in front of
Lindsay
me.
leads on the inside from
I'm trying.
David
The
Pedgel
smoke
on
in
the
his face.
outside. Getting
Green
to
flag,
the
green
restart
flag.
zone, and we are racing. Lindsay gets a great restart there, actually. As cars go around, William Ducati into the tire barrier in pit road, and Gary Wright spun around as well. They get it going.
Don't worry about them. That's 2 cars.
You
I'm not-
goddamn retard! You just broke my back end. No wonder you have triple-digit iRacing. Don't even come back here, dude.
Drivers' tempers flaring. I'm not entirely sure what all happened to Ducati and Gary Wright. Looks like it's just kind of drove into the back of each other. But I'm not 100% positive. As down the straightaway they go. Pace and Lindsay can't do anything to defend the draft here. Here comes David Pedgel on the outside, down into turn 1. Pedgel squeezes Lindsay just a little bit, but leaves him plenty of room on the entry. Going down into turn 1, through turn 2. Lindsay washes up a little bit. Pedgel
That's right,
uses
you
the
better
arc
turn
from
up,
the
boy.
corner, crosses him up here. Down the inside goes David Pedgel. It's going to be maybe a quick and easy move, maybe not. Lindsay not giving him everything to work with here as they go down into turn 1, or down into turn 3, sorry. Oh, they make contact. Pedgel and Lindsay get into each other. They are going all at it right now. This is...
Dude, I slammed on my brakes 'cause I was gonna rear
It
end
is
somebody.
early
I
for
was
this,
about to
as look at the inside. Here comes Enoch Hancock trying to sort through the leaders as they go to the outside. Inside, 3 wide, contact made into the wall. Hard on the outside into turn 1 as multiple cars involved. There's the points leader, Kohler McGillen. Oh, no. Brennan Schuett involved, McGillen. The 43 involved. McGillen's day might be done here. He's crabbing down the straightaway.
I'm dirt tracking it.
As, yeah.
Mike, I know you were behind me. What in the world happened?
Pretty, substantial damage to the 97 car. Oh my god!
This league is a fucking joke, man. Like, what the
Wow.
Hey, Ford.
Hey, dude, you can't say that about the whole league. Crashes happen, dude.
Hey, that 40,
McGillen
40 that's
drives.
really good. I haven't seen an Eric Almirola fill back to that team in a long time.
So contact between Lindsay and Pedgel down the straightaway, and then Enoch Hancock just kind of... He goes for a gap that is there,
When
but
it's a
doesn't
pattern of
give
behavior,
enough
I'm sorry,
room.
I can't help but say something. What?
I mean, yeah, the gap is
Sorry,
100%
guys, I can
there.
still race.
Hancock comes
still in
down,
I'm catching up to the pack if y'all want
as it
to
actually looks like the number 128
Alright, so I'm
actually comes
I'm
up
probably gonna need a
more.
black player. Nobody,
Hancock
nobody
stops
wants to catch up.
turning and holds his line, and then the 128
Yeah,
comes
me
up
too.
more.
Dude, some people can't catch up.
I'm not
I'm probably gonna need a black clear for the 135.
entirely sure what will stand there for
I might need a black clear as well. Mike.
Same with me.
in terms of if there will be a penalty for that. I don't imagine so. Or as I mean, it might be. Just contact up at the front. Pedgel kind of comes up into Lindsay. Randy Poling holds his line. Selway Jr. starts coming up just a little bit. So Hancock starts coming down and starts holding his line. And then Randy Poling just kind of comes up. I don't know if it's maybe out of reaction, maybe. Or what. But it, I mean, results in a huge collision between multiple
Wolf,
cars.
why are you so sideways? I've heard about
McGill and
you,
Schuett, Poling. The 80,
but I told you I'm dirt tracking it.
68.
I
And
know
then
crab
Poling,
walking
yeah, just collects even
with
more
ARCA,
cars.
you were
Not really
rude,
much you
but
can do
man.
there. You're just spinning. You're just a passenger
Hi,
at that
Megan.
point.
I know.
As substantial damage, probably day done for Poling.
Look out.
As
Well,
I
shoot,
think-
I just got all screwed up. I didn't hear my...
probably the most
over the radio.
substantial out of that incident, probably gonna be the points leader here in the ARCA series.
The best way to avoid a wreck is be
Done.
first.
I mean, serious damage to the 97 car. The car was lifted going down the back straightaway.
Okay, well, another week I get taken out. Not even 10 laps in. Have a good day, guys.
So, yeah, drivers
91,
calling it
how
quits
bad
as
is
they
my
have
back end?
pretty substantial damage. Shane Morris as well,
Hey, Shane Morris.
heavy damage.
Alright.
As CJ Clark
It's
has
just like a
bit of
little bit of
damage. I think he
gap
might
on
be
the
okay.
left side.
Shit, why didn't even stay at him, letting everybody by?
There's,
As drivers,
the key words are should.
I mean, just wow.
ARCA brakes, door banging within 20 laps of the race. Like, what the hell?
Some pretty significant points to this race so far. As 78 of Ethan George holds the lead right now. I'm not like 100% sure how, but fair enough to Ethan George.
Bye.
With Kenneth Pikas on the outside now, trying to
I haven't been first before in this league.
win
Am
for the
I
first time this
the
season.
start car or am I going on green? All right, thank you.
Well, this is going to be fun coming from
As-
the back.
Lights are out on the pace car. The top two, Ethan George and Kenneth Pikas. And Daniel Selway Jr. coming out of the pit lane, so maybe just getting some damage fixed. As we'll see what drivers have in order to maybe clean some things up here. We'll see if they want to, that is. Things should be oh, well. Good for Dagan. It had some sort of, I'm not entirely sure what issue, but stopped on the track last week out in the Robles. So good for Dagan to be having the run that he's having now. Running in running in fourth, sorry.
I heard it was some mechanical issue. I heard that his brakes stopped working
What's
and
the
you
rules on lane
kind of need
changes?
those.
Yeah, I mean, especially at a road course, you probably need those. As pace car pulls down pit road, Ethan George controls the restart, and we are racing here at Auto Club once again. Lap 20 of 75. Ethan George gets a great restart here as he pulls into the lead by about a car length and a half over Kenneth Pikas. The field substantially thinner with all the cars that have sustained substantial damage as there goes around the 04 and Payson Lindsay into the air.
Carlo, like, hello?
Dylan Smith involved as
You guys
well.
are retarded, bro.
Man,
By the skin of my teeth, I made that.
You are stupid as fuck.
drivers
Y'all
just
have
struggling to keep it clean
Yo,
today.
you guys are fucking retarded, man.
It's every week you have guys with like 300 iRacing stay out and then just kill the field because they don't know what they're doing.
Great clean racing there, everyone. That was beautiful.
That's wonderful, man. You just stay on the bottom of the track and then smack 4 cars and then go up the track. That's just wonderful.
So Lindsay,
Goodbye,
the door is
Mr. Street.
open. And
What a
the 04
fucking
just kind of
joke,
comes
bro.
down. I mean, hard to call.
Pace car
The
is on
04
the back. stretch
got to
going
know that
for-
Payson Lindsay's down
or
there. But it's also hard to say because I think realistically that door is always going to close.
I tried to get on my brakes as hard as I could without wrecking myself.
But-
and I don't know if I caught you better.
Does look like
I just
the
know I got an extra one.
004.
That's fine. At least 4 cars are breaking to me.
Guys, number 8,
Did
number
come
8
down.
and 53. Why
It's,
the fuck are we ARCA
Watch
breaking
Isaac
into
Kirk
the
here.
seven?
Oh, just into the back of them. It's multiple
hard
cars
to
involved.
catch
Payson
up?
Lindsay airborne.
Bro, 8 and
I
53.
think Isaac
Why are we
Kirk
ARCA
compared
breaking
to the
into
other
fucking
people that were
seven,
involved
man?
in the
What are we
incident.
doing?
Got away quite lightly with that. All that can really be said there. As yeah, wow, Lindsay, hard into the wall for the 120,
Yo, Payson, my bad if I hit you, bro. They freaking ARCA braked into you.
135. Hard into the outside wall.
Yo, 0004, bro. Yo, why did you just come down on 7 like that, bro? Like, what are you doing, brother? It's lap 20.
Drivers questioning each other on lap 20. Just what you love to see on an oval. As Ethan George still leads from Kenneth Pikus, Dagan Roca in third now. So Dagan Roca has picked up a position over David Pedgel. And CJ Clark in fifth. So that is your top five at the moment here. Third of the way through the, well, nearly a third of the way through the race. As I believe we'll be going green next time. Unless this is cars pitting.
Sorry, I can't comprehend personal space.
Alright, well. Maybe just running on the apron to save some extra fuel. As George still leads for the time being. We'll obviously see how that shakes up once we go green again. As many less cars. Will there be less cautions now that we have less people
car out, boys.
to cause the cautions? We can hope, as we will go green at the 1/3 distance mark of lap 25 of 75.
I finally understand what ICE is saying when it comes to L21. I kept thinking that level 21 incidents or penalties.
As drivers downshifting, getting ready for the restart, trying to build their RPMs. As, yeah, much thinner field here. I can only see about 12 cars, and then maybe 3 or 4 further back. Coming out of pit road, more than likely, is Ice. Correct me if I'm wrong. We started with 36 today, right?
Yes. Yep, we did 36 people, and we're looking to have we got 19 cars still running.
Well, hopefully these 19 cars can see the checkered flag. Pace car pulls down pit road. Ethan George on the inside, Pikus on the outside, the leaders on the front row. They stack up in the restart zone. Ethan George gets a great restart again and is going to jump clear. Maybe not. Pikus not letting him have this one too easy now. Down into turn 1 using the side draft. Pikus looking for his first win of the season, going down into turn 1. Well, he had the momentum to hang it around the outside. Probably not at the beginning, but here comes Ethan George. Slides up a little bit loose, that 78 car is. Dagan Roca looking for second now. Pedgel on the outside looking for third. Now here comes Kenneth Pikus using the slipstream, going down the inside. Will he be able to get this move done easy? Probably not. Ethan George sends it into the corner on the inside, drives it in. It's going to hurt his exit speed. He'll have high apex momentum, but no run off the exit. Pikus backed it up a little bit, got the run. Pedgel on the outside with help from Jacob Smetana. Teammates on the top 2. Dagan Roca, Kenneth Pikus on the inside. Ethan George alone in the middle with Landon Norris looking in behind in 6th. Trying to find whatever he can. Pedgel ripping the outside, trying to get some form of momentum off the corner. Pikus, Smetana, they may look to go 4 wide. Roca squeezes Smetana in, but he will get clear of Roca. Down into turn 3. The drivers are not, they've seen the wrecks, and they're not dropping anything yet. Here, Ethan George runs into the wall. Pedgel has to avoid. Smetana to the inside. Everyone just going where they can find the grip as Pikus clears into the lead, but Ethan George wants it back, splitting the middle into 3 wide. Jacob Smetana dives it low. Ethan George drives it up the track, gets in front of the 83. Pikus tried to arc the corner to get the run off. Ethan George slow off the exit, got into the wall, and Norris splits to the bottom. Pedgel on the inside as well, trying to work with his teammate and push him ahead as he actually gives a bit of a too much of a shove into the corner. Smetana has to get shuffled out wide. Pedgel dives it up the inside. Ethan George on the outside. They're almost 4 wide for 4th. What a battle this is up across the pack at the front right now as Mike Ensign, I believe that is in the 12, looking to the bottom now for P6. As they're 3 wide for that spot, as Ethan George trying to do what he can to hang on to the inside. Here he dives it in, he almost drives it up into Smetana. Smetana has to check up, and so does Pedgel. They are just putting everything on the line. What a battle this is right now. Landon Norris lurking in the background, maybe looking to go even further as here comes a 12 to the inside. They're 4 wide into turn 3. Pedgel dives it in. Ethan George and Smetana also dive it in to try and cover off their lines from each other and the cars behind. They're 3 wide down the front straightaway with Pikas leading over Dagan Roca, or Pikas leading the outside lane over CJ Clark, Roca, Pedgel, and Daniel Selway Jr. with the 12 lurking on the inside furthest back as now they go split up and spread out into turn 1. Roca may drive into the corner and get clear here. Yes, he does. Pikas into the outside wall there. Might get a push here from CJ Clark and Daniel Selway Jr. We take it. Yes, he does. As they're all just shuffling right up to the back of the leader of Jacob Smetana. Here comes Ethan George. On the inside, he dove it in. And I think he's got the move. No, he doesn't, because here comes Jacob Smetana on the inside with Dagan Roca trying to find a way to get by. Gets a push. Pikas jumps to the inside using the draft. Goes to the inside. 3 wide for the lead. Ethan George on the outside. Smetana in the middle. Pikas on the inside. Ethan George ripping the wall on the outside. And Smetana gets loose on the exit. They're 3 wide for the lead. And the pack is looking to challenge for them, or for it behind, as they all go side by side. Ethan George clears. Jacob Smetana second. Dagan Roca third, as there's a little bit of smoke in the back, but nothing's going wrong there. Just some tire smoke. Pierce Smetana washes up, getting a little bit loose. Cars beating and banging off of each other in the mid-pack, but Ethan George is clear, and he's got the lead by a substantial point compared to how he did earlier, but Dagan Roca not going to let it go easily. He runs the outside, almost into the outside barrier, trying to do what he can to challenge Ethan George. Here comes Daniel Selway Jr. on the bottom, trying to use the shortest distance around the track to get to the leader. Gonna lose a lot of time with the 3 cars on the outside pushing hard to get to the leader. Ethan George still leading here. Daniel Selway Jr. has to check up substantially. Doesn't have enough grip to carry the speed through the corner. As Dagan Roca now has a lot of speed off the corner. He has got speed going towards Ethan George. Will he push him? He stays. Yes, he does. He stays right in behind Ethan George here. As maybe just biting that, just waiting around and trying to build a gap to the pack behind might be the strategy to play here today. As the outside lane definitely seeming like it could be the lane that works most when needing to catch, but defending is working really well for Ethan George on that inside lane here as Dagan Roca jumps to the bottom, tries to get some clean air on his right front so he can have the most grip possible. Then Jacob Smetana, will he push him? No. He's going to have David Pedgel in tow. Where does Ethan George go? Does he block the run here? Or do you hold the outside? Do you pin the car to the bottom that you're trying to defend from? As we see here, no, he doesn't. He runs the very outside. He'll take the outside momentum as he surges through the mid-corner. CJ Clark in the back looking for 5th. David Pedgel on the bottom. He's not done with this yet. As Dagan Roca gives a little bit of a push to Jacob Smetana, with Pedgel being left out on the inside. Might lose a position here to Roca. Not quite. He's going to be able to dive it into turn 3. As Smetana almost comes down on Pedgel there. He was taking a heavy arcing line there. As Roca now slots in behind David Pedgel, Jacob Smetana, the teammates. These two were just neck and neck with each other at the Charlotte Roval last week out for the win. As speaking of teammates, there's Pierce Smetana, Pikas, and Daniel Selway Jr. getting very loose in the back. They keep it going. They're fine, but definitely a bit of a scare there for the 83 and the 91.
Otherwise,
I think Landon Norris might have also been involved in that as well. I'm not entirely sure to what extent, but here comes Jacob Smetana for the lead on the inside, having some draft help from his teammate of David Pedgel. Drives it into the corner as Ethan George trying to stick it on the outside. Roca lurking in the background in 4th, trying to maybe find a way to pick up the pieces here as some pushing on the outside. Ethan George has momentum on the outside to defend from running the top lane off of turn 4. Will he be able to defend down into turn 1? Yes. Jacob Smetana has to settle for less. Here comes Peter Smetana as well on the bottom. The teammates are running in strides today. What an incredible battle this is for not only the lead, but just overall, for every position, this is incredible. As Jacob Spatana gets a little bit of a shot, I think that was, to the back of the 78 of Ethan George. So he drives it in. He's going to have very little entry moment, or he's going to have very little exit momentum. And Ethan George has just got a block. But he can't. There's big contact. Mike Jensen and CJ Clark into the wall.
I tried to check
As
out the
Yellow flag is out.
going very slow down the straightaway. Substantial damage to the 4-car of CJ Clark. And Mike Jensen has seemingly gotten away relatively unscathed. As oh man, day might be done for CJ Clark. Seems like steering is gone on that number 4 car. So unfortunate for him. That is 3rd in the points. As just turned off the nose of Daniel Selway Jr. I'm not sure. I might need to get a chase cam look at that. As Jensen loose exiting. So he's already going to be slower coming off turn 4. Selway may have also just gotten loose.
I think the 12 got loose. He just got up into him.
I mean,
yeah.
Car in 1.
You see, he gets loose.
It's loose. Just drifts up. It's fine here. Everything's fine here. Selway goes up, and then
he gets loose into him right there.
I'd almost say racing incident. They both get loose, and Selway Jr. comes down, Jensen comes up.
Well, you got loose as soon as I tried to go down, and you ended up wrecking you.
I personally would say that it'd probably be best deemed a racing incident.
I don't think there's much discussing to be done. I think the dude on the bottom just came up and cleared himself and destroyed my car is what I think happened.
Well, CJ Clark, I think you might be...
No, he didn't do anything.
Quite wrong. As what do we think the determination is there?
I don't know. I mean, it does look like it was caused by the 12 getting loose, and even the 91 holds the line. If you watch the line and where the 99, where the 91 is compared to the line, he gets to the line. He kind of stays at the line once he reaches it up top. Now he's on the line. He stays on the line. The 12 comes out.
So maybe fault leaning on the 12 then, as that replay did make it a lot more clear as to who could potentially be at fault there. So maybe falls on the 12 of Mike Jensen.
Yeah.
Any penalty for the sorts, or do you
it looks like he's going to get a drive through for that one. I mean, of course it was an accident, but
still have to hand out repercussions even for things that are accidents, because just because you didn't mean to do it doesn't mean that you didn't cause someone, or you didn't cause harm to another person's race. So that is always what the penalty will be for. As Jacob Patana wins the race off pit road, I'm not sure. Did Ethan George stay out? He just have a really bad pit stop.
Ethan George may have had a bad pit stop. I'm not quite sure.
Like very slowly at the moment. Multiple cars past. May have gotten a speeding penalty?
He wasn't noted for getting one. I'm not sure.
Drive through for him for that a bit excessive, I think.
Huh. Okay, well, I'm not sure, and the fact that he's not going to take his positions back tells me that something must have gone seriously wrong.
Dude, how did
for the 78 of Ethan George, who was just biting for the lead, actually. Pretty substantially. An incredible battle that was between the top 5, top 6. Hopefully we can get more of that.
Yeah, hopefully.
At least I didn't get a drop to end when everybody was wrecking.
Dependent on the drivers and if they maybe feel that they want to do that. But I'm not entirely sure. Ice, how long are the fuel tanks here, if you know?
I'm not quite sure if we are going to get to a point where we're going to have to worry about that. I mean, what do we have now? 35 laps left?
Around 36, I believe?
Yeah, so...
Well, I mean, that's more so what I'm saying. Are we at the point where fuel isn't a concern for the drivers, even if we were to go green the entire, remaining distance of the race? Or is that still something that will be kind of floating in the minds of the drivers?
I mean, I would imagine it's gonna be floating around, but we haven't had a very long green flag run. We had a good start. They were running 5 wide at the beginning, and they just couldn't hold it after the first caution.
It seems like drivers just
Guy holding pits for a little bit.
they had their adrenaline rush in the first few laps, and then decided that that they wanted to just cause a bit too much mayhem, and probably the wrong kind.
Yeah. And I mean, it's quite unfortunate to happen at this track. I mean, you're going at speeds so high that once you get into a wreck, you're basically done. Your car's not going to be able to withstand a 200 mile per hour hit.
Absolutely not. As we've obviously seen that. We started with 36. We have 19 running right now, still, if I'm not mistaken.
It's looking like 16 now.
Green flag, green flag.
We had some more people end their race due to damage.
Well, just more point in case of, you're going at speeds you can't afford to hit people at. And clearly that's showing with that many cars being taken out of the race due to damage. It clearly shows as Jacob Smetana gets a great restart there with Pierce Smetana on the inside, David Pedgel on the outside in third. That is that entire team running top 3 right now. It's Kenneth Pikas and Dagan Roca. Oh, here comes Roca splitting the middle, actually, of the two.
I would like to thank my pit crew for getting me back out on track.
Teammates. Oh!
Somehow that damage.
Pierce Smetana dove it in there. There's a little bit of contact, I think, to the bumpers. Kenneth Pikas to the into the wall as there goes Pikas around again.
The yellow flag.
Another car goes around, and I think.
There,
Yeah, into another car.
Shit out of me,
Guillermo
dude. Oh my God.
Fuentes Luno as
That was very,
I
very
don't
close.
think he'll be able to finish this race. I mean, that looks like race-ending damage right there.
That was my fault for hitting the wall, but I don't know why he didn't back off.
we have seen that plenty of times. That kind of damage, at least today,
Thanks
plenty
for
of
giving me enough
times.
space to get away from that 01.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah, just Pikas getting turned off the wall. Kind of fortunately for him, doesn't seem like substantial damage. May have some rear damage, but that's about it.
And it seems to be his fault for causing all this incident. I mean, he gets into the wall, he checks him up behind him. The 41 doesn't really have very many places to go because, as you can see right there, the 91 is right on his bumper. He can't slam on the brakes or he'll get run over himself. I mean, it's unfortunate, and it's really unfortunate for the 004 right there.
Yeah, nowhere to really go.
Nowhere for him to go at all. I mean,
yeah, they go in the grass, and you run even more of a risk going down there, I think.
Let's ride on board with the 004.
Oh, just can't even see it. I mean, by the time that the smoke comes up, I mean, you're already there. You're already at the incident. So you can see there also just stopped turning, so that probably tells me that that car is done, because it's turning on its own without the wheel being moved.
Yeah. And
and
I've heard he got towed right here in this turn, so I'm pretty sure he's done for the day. But just an update on our championship points leader. He is back out on track. His car has been repaired by his team. The RKR mechanics got to work, and he's back out.
Well, what?
He's 20 laps down, but he's back out.
Well, maybe just taking the experience of running this track, as I can't believe he sat in pit road that entire time waiting for the damages to get sorted, and now
I mean,
he's back out on track.
He's gonna gain about 7 positions from all the DNFs that have happened after he wrecked. He's already gained 2 by coming back out on track. I mean, each position is another point in the bag, and if you're the points leader, you have to be chasing after these points wherever you can get them.
Exactly. I mean, that's got to always be at the forefront of your mind. That's part of being the championship leader. You have to take every point as it comes.
Exactly.
You can't afford to have... You can afford to have an off week, but that off week can only be afforded if you maximize the off week. And certainly McGill doing that now, as got so many cars suffering terrible ends.
Yeah.
As hopefully...
We're now 1 to green.
Pace car will come down pit road this time. Lap 43 of 75. We are over half distance. Nearly two-thirds distance. Jacob Smetana leads. David Pedgel in second. Dagan Roca in third. Peter Smetana in fourth. And Daniel Selway Jr. in fifth. That is your top 5.
Can I do the drive-through on the same lap we go green? I have to wait a lap.
Who knows what's going to happen here? I'm almost at a loss for words at the moment, just because how parts of this race have played out. But right now,
you're right. I mean, right now, I don't know who's gonna come out on top between these top 4. They've been up front all day long, despite all of the chaos that has been happening behind them.
Pace car 3 and 4.
Peter Smetana was involved in an incident earlier on, wasn't he?
That's true. Yeah, I think he ended up spinning through the grass. So
I think him and Jacob Smetana as well with the incident with the 4.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, yeah, Jacob Smetana's been through it. I don't think Dagan Roca or David Petrol have been in an incident today.
So we only have 2 clean cars that remain, as everyone bunches up. Very bad to restart on the outside for Peter Smetana. The inside gets going much better than everyone else, as they still, despite having so many less cars, they still fan out 3 wide in the back.
Yes, they do.
Hopefully they can keep that clean. As David Pedgel ripping the outside, trying to get the position off Dagan Roca. Dagan Roca was very quick to capitalize on the poor start from the outside line. As teammates link up three cars on the outside, as the entire outside links up here, as not much Dagan Roca can do to try and hold on to some positions there. Pedgel, Selway Jr. actually looking maybe to challenge Peter Smetana for the position there. I think almost gets into the wall. As Roca slots in front of Peter Smetana, gets the push from the 25. Will he take it and make a move? Not entirely certain. But right now, the top 5 is relatively calm, with cars lurking in behind to try and do what they can. As Ethan George on the inside there, that was our leader earlier in the race. I think on fresh tires not fresh tires compared to the rest of the field, but I mean, it's faster than the rest of the field.
Yeah, I think he had some sort of pit road penalty, and it sent him to the back, but he's making his way back up through the field. He's trying to get back up to the lead. He has the speed to do it.
Yes, he does. He charged it into turn 3, and I think that just hurt him more than anything. But I mean, hey, he's in the car. I'm not.
I mean, he's pushing it. He's trying to get that victory.
Admittedly, I think this point in the race, it might be too early to push it. I mean, you still have 30 laps to do on these tires, which is, it's not going to be easy by any means.
Absolutely not. And again, we don't really know what the fuel run is here. We don't have anyone who ran some laps and came up here to the broadcast booth, so we don't know how long they can last on fuel. If we go green to the end, we might see the necessity for some pit stops.
Well, I can throw logic into it and say that I highly doubt that half the race can be done on one fuel tank. I mean, that just, off what we've seen from the other races in ARCA this season, I wouldn't imagine that's possible. As Peter Smetana losing a position right now to Gary Wright in 13, who was also involved in an incident earlier today. So cars, they've been battered and bruised today, but they aren't giving up yet as Peter Smetana jumps down to cover the inside. He knows that your cars are wanting that 4th place. Is things settling in the top 3, however. Oh my god.
That 91 car of Daniel Selway barely clearing the 01 of Braden Lucas. The 01 of Braden Lucas is also one of the few cars today that has yet to be recorded as being involved in an incident.
Well, we'll see if keep that going, as right now it's kind of in the hornet's nest at the moment, with 3 cars behind him and 5 cars in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Selway Jr. actually looking for the spot here. I don't think he's going to be waiting much longer to make that move.
I don't think so either. I mean, he's hard charging. He's trying to get up there. I don't know if he's wasting his tires by doing it, but he is on a mission.
tell you someone else who's on a mission there. Ethan George in the background going 3 wide for 6th place or for 7th place is wow. I mean, he lost everything down the straightaway. Jeez.
He's gonna
As
try
he
to
dives
slide
it
job.
into turn 1, is he gonna get clear of all of them? Wow, he does.
Oh,
I
one
mean,
gets in the
fair
fence a little
enough.
bit. Trying to dodge that. Probably trying to check up as he had a lot more momentum exiting the corner than the 78 did.
Yeah, he did, but I mean, hey, 78 made the move stick mostly. I think obviously the 0-1 was a unfortunate victim of a slide job, so
Yes.
kind of can just happen as it is. As cars really settling in now, as Daniel Selway Jr. looked down the straightaway for a move on Smetana, couldn't find it. And bad news for this top 5. Ethan George is right there.
Yes, he is. He's finally got past that group of 3 cars. I think Daniel Selway feels the pressure. He's going to try to get past Peter Smetana soon, I'd imagine.
Either get past him
Here
or...
comes Ethan George.
Oh boy, yes he does. As here comes Daniel Selway Jr. too. You either got to pass Smetana here if you're Daniel Selway Jr., or you got to send the message, get a move on, this guy's fast. As they go down into turn 1, Pedro kind of backs it up a little bit to not make a move on the teammate of Jacob Smetana. Here comes Dagan Roca. Here comes Ethan George, as a matter of fact. Sending it 3 wide. Double overtake. Will he be able to get it done? They make a little bit of contact. Almost could have been catastrophic between the 25 and the 78. Dagan Roca blocking the outside lane. Peter Smetana trying to drive it in. And so does Ethan George. Drives it in on the bottom as well. Trying to perform a slide job. Can't do it. As Daniel Selway Jr. trying to hold on to the position. I think this is actually going to come out to be a net negative for the 78. Yeah, he's going to lose a substantial amount of time going down the straightaway.
Yeah, just
not what you want if you're Ethan George here.
You just don't get the run off when you send it on the inside. It's the outside is obviously the much preferred lane. And Ethan George now back up to the top. He's ripping the very top.
I think, yeah, the only way you can make that slide job work, we saw earlier when he overtook 3 cars in 1 corner, is you have to manage to somehow get in front and park the car in front of the highest car on the outside so they can't get the run and you can get their push.
Exactly. I mean, I think Ethan George today is showing that he's a very versatile driver. He's willing to try all the lanes to try to get up there. He's shown a lot more speed than he has in weeks past.
Certainly, maybe some just improvements coming through here as now he goes to the inside again. See if this can work this time. Will he be able to slot up in front of Gary Wright? Yes, he will. So he does get the move there.
I think he let him in.
Cut him some slack, maybe. He's seen that 78 try a few moves the last few laps and said, all right, I feel bad for you here. Have this one for free. As down into turn 3, will we see Ethan George maybe calm it down a little bit?
I would guess no.
Yeah, I feel like you're not wrong in guessing that because down into turn 1, give it just a moment. Will he just dive it in here?
We're gonna find out.
No, he stays calm.
I think he's trying the outside. I think he knows that the inside is not gonna work for him anymore.
It could work, I think, if you go for the lead, because then you're not gonna be fighting with people who have slipstream.
That's true.
But for positions in the mid pack here, you have to do well. It didn't last long.
He's going for it. He doesn't have.
He's getting all the way down to the. Oh
my
my God! He's gonna drive it right up to him though.
Into the wall.
Oh, Selway Jr. got in the wall there. I don't know if that was necessarily Ethan George. I mean, it was provoked by Ethan George, but he didn't push him up there.
I think he got a little bit scared by Ethan George's move on the inside. He wanted to give him space. he had space. He just gave him too much.
I mean, just.
Ethan George is hard charging. Now he's entered the top 5. Up
Ooh,
ahead
boy.
are some of the fastest cars that we've seen today.
Some of the fastest cars in the league, mind you.
Absolutely. You got the entire Czech NASCAR team. 1, 2, and 4. And in third is Dagan Roca with ECR, a longtime team since season 1.
Trying to the long-time driver trying to split up the new time team as he's doing well to do that right now, but not putting a move on. I think everyone in this top 4 kind of like set on just riding around at the moment. They've seen what other cars have done throughout this race. They know where the pace lies. as Pierce Matana kind of drives it in underneath, tries to get a move on there, but not sure. Yeah, it's not going to hold up. As that actually splits up these back two in this pack up a little bit, as here comes Ethan George on the inside. Smetana squeezes him just a tad. This is going to hurt Peter Smetana, as Ethan George held the momentum there.
Yeah, he did. I think he's side drafting him on the exit, so that's helping him. It's keeping Smetana back with him. He has the gap now to side job him.
Yes, he does, but will he be able to do it, or will Smetana just drive it into the corner? He drives it into the corner to try and keep him from doing that. Not going to help either of these two in the long run. They're just going to fall back on the exit here. Well, maybe not. They somehow gained doing that. That gap was like 4 car lengths entering turn 1. It's now like 1.5.
Yeah, somehow that worked for them. I mean, they might try it again here.
I think they are.
Dag and Roka going to the bottom to try to cut it off. The 83 is really slow. As a lap car, again, he was involved in the last incident, got penalized, and is now running 1 lap down.
Yeah, I imagine won't put up much of a fight either and just let these guys go. As, well, not entirely giving it up, though, as Ethan George dropped back a bit there. He's actually back into the clutches of Daniel Selway Jr., who feels that he may have got put in the wall last when he made that move. Is actually he clears him pretty easily.
Yeah, I think Kenneth Tigas is letting them by
tires
right there.
But I can imagine he probably should. He is officially
McGillen, down. 20 laps down, battling with the lean lap cars up here in the top 10.
I mean, the things you'll love to hear if you're the points leader.
I mean, since we last checked up on him, he has passed Dylan Smith, CJ Erdman, Payson Lindsay, CJ Clark, all of which are legitimate points contenders for the championship, and he's gaining points on them. Particularly CJ Clark, who won at Atlanta.
Well, I tell you what. What could really make McGillen's day here in terms of the point situation would be that 25 car having a problem. I hope for the sake of the race that doesn't happen, because we have seen things go just terribly wrong for Smetana over the last couple of weeks.
Yes, we have.
So needs a good finish for the first time in a little bit. But that isn't always in the driver's hands. Sometimes luck does just run out. As Color McGillen now fighting Ethan George for position. That's Gary Wright on the outside trying to run. I think Ethan George has burned up his tires.
I agree. I mean, he was pushing hard. The 91 was having to push hard to defend against him, and now they have lost time on the leaders. Big time.
Absolutely. We will see what more they can do. We have 15 laps to go here at Auto Club.
Pitting in this time.
As we'll check. Oh, here's a pit.
That's the 78 of Ethan George. He's pitting.
Well. Oh, what this could mean. So maybe okay. So I don't know. So this could be an interesting strategy here. So Auto Club is a mix of an intermediate and a super speedway, where you could go, depending on the group that you're running with, you could actually run faster on older tires with draft than you can with new tires without draft. So we'll see if the front 4 are going fast enough to create that differential, or if the speed of Ethan George is going to be enough to perform the undercut. Because I can imagine, if he's pitting now, these cars may pit 2, 3, 4 laps time. So he's going to be on substantially older tires. He's going to have to push to the absolute limit if he wants to get ahead of these cars and be up at the front. Or even just being in the battle is going to be huge. But for the sense of tires, you don't want to just be in the battle. You want to be controlling it. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll obviously even see just if these cars do pit to begin with, because we don't know if that was a pit because of tires or if it was a pit for fuel.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean,
hitting this time.
Like
another car coming.
That's Daniel Selway Jr. this time who's going to come in the pits. He also pushed hard. I mean, they might be coming in to make up some tire differential. They might be coming in to get fuel. Not entirely sure why what their motivation is for pitting this early.
Maybe the undercut.
Maybe.
If they truly cannot make it on fuel, pit the earliest that you can make it and take advantage of that tire differential, because I mean these tires have been running now for almost 30 laps.
Yeah.
Of just straight green flag racing.
13 pitting.
That's Gary
Another
Wright,
car coming down pit ride. Yeah, Gary Wright there.
who's currently running in
coming down
5th
pit
place,
road.
by the way. That's a season high for him. I have not seen him running this high.
Was also involved in an incident earlier today.
And an incident that
So,
will be
good
under
running.
review between him and the 88 of William Ducati.
Oh no.
So we'll have to see what happened there. It looks like they both kind of went early on that restart, and it led to the 88 in the wall, and they done behind the garage. The 88 was not happy, but that incident has yet to be reviewed by race control.
So obviously we'll have the knowledge of what is there by the end of this, or after the race is over.
And I just want to say the 91 had a much better pit stop than the 78, and I don't know if it's because he didn't take tires or what, because he is crossing the start finish line now, and the 78, who they were running right next to each other, is now crossing the start finish line. So there's a huge differential as the 57 of Dagan Roca is in the pits.
So okay, so here we go. So this could be huge for Roca. This could be, well, I also wonder, is that the slipstream difference?
It could be.
I mean, we see it in Indy. We see it at Daytona. We see it at Talladega. Is that how much of a difference not having the slipstream can make at a track like this when you're pitting?
Boys, it's do or die.
Obviously, we will see how that plays out now, because I mean these front three are doing marvelous work at the front, working together as Alan Thrasher comes down pit road here. So here's Dagan Roca as, wow, Selway Jr. already going through. I think Roca will hold P3 in this group. So now, okay, so Selway did just have a better stop, I think.
And there's a 78 in the background. You can see him in the background over here. I mean, it might be that the 91 didn't take any tires. He may have taken only fuel, and everyone else has taken tires.
Surely you can't afford to not take tires here. As
Here comes the
Pedal
leaders.
and Jacob Smetana and Peter Smetana all into pit road. They look safe entering. Peter Smetana maybe a little bit too safe.
This is going to be the decider here, as after this, the 12 car of Mike Jensen is going to overtake the lead, leading his first laps of his career.
I mean, this could turn into a thriller here. We have 7 laps to go. No, 8 laps to go, sorry. In this race.
And so here's the 91. He is leading those who have pit. Now the question is, the 70, they're coming out of pit road right now. Where will the 91 be?
Oh, I don't know.
So there they are. Here's the 91. How much of a gap are they going to have? Will the 91 get there? I don't think he will. I don't think he will.
91's not even going to be close.
We're going to look at the cockpit. Yeah, there they are.
Not even remotely close.
I think they had the gap.
Hitting the time.
They just had the gap.
Wow.
I think they didn't take tires,
Well,
just
are
like
you
the
coming
91. And here's the
Well,
here's
could we
the
look
result.
back at Dagan Roca and see if that gap has come down to the 91?
Here's Dagan Roca.
If the tires are like helping at all.
I mean, it looks like he is
wow.
running. He's running 0.2 faster with newer tires, but I don't know if that's gonna make that big of a difference in a track this huge with so few laps left.
Wow. So, strategy gambles and strategy payoffs here for the top 4.
Mm-hmm. Now all we're left with is the 09 of Brendan Schuett has yet to pit. Has he saved fuel? Has he saved fuel? Has he been saving? He was severely off the pace. I don't see any damage with his car. That may have been him calling in for the pits. I don't think it was. But he may. I think he's pitting.
He doesn't.
He's
No, you're gonna add a
So is
very
the
interesting run to the line there.
Yeah. So.
As yeah, pretty sure in pit road. Now, how does this go? It's repeat of the Roval. Jacob Smetana leading, controlling the pace. David Pedgel in second, but this time we have a third. Peter Smetana lurking in the background. He was around third most of the Roval, but then lost a position due to a beautiful battle between himself and Pace and Lindsay. So now maybe a little bit of makeup for that. Will they be able to fight this out?
It's going to be interesting to see. These are all three teammates, so they're not going to push each other to the point where they're going to wreck, but they are going to push each other because they are fast.
They are extremely fast. Class of the field today, this team has been. As you can see there, maybe a difference in line. Pedgel maybe backed up the corner a bit. Might get a push here from Peter Smetana. I'm not sure how hard these two are going to battle. If they even do battle, maybe they want to take the clean race over. Well, I mean, they're not going to get a clean race. It's already been involved in an incident, but...
I mean, maybe David Petrol. This could be the final clean race, and again, for those who don't know, you have to get 3 clean races to enter the Cup Series.
Would this... So you say that this clean race, if Pedgel gets it, this would be...
This would be his final. This would be his third and final required clean race to make it to the Cup Series. And I don't know if he's going to race the Cup Series, because Peter Smetana qualifies for the Cup Series, and he's not racing. It seems like they want to race it as a team. So it's going to be a wait-and-see type of deal. They might want to just stay in ARCA. But nonetheless, they're battling for the lead here with 3 to go.
Yes, they are. As Smetana's sandwiching Pedgel here for the top 3. Where does Pedgel make the move? If he wants to make the move, more so. Because they're teammates. You can't realistically expect, depending on like who your team is as a group, you can't fully expect teammates to put each other on the ragged edge. Like, it's just that it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen in real life. It doesn't happen in sim racing, not often at least. Because if you do cause a crash, you just cause internal team conflict, and that's never a good thing for chemistry. So we'll see how hard they fight this out. 2 laps to go. Pedgel in second from Smetana in third, and Jacob Smetana leading right now with Peter Smetana in third place. Might need to clarify that. Pedgel arcs it down a little bit. Peter Smetana kind of runs in behind him. Jacob Smetana in front. Still, white flag in the air here at Auto Club. They're nose to tail across the top 3. Who is going to win here at Auto Club? Oh, Peter Smetana! He got loose entering turn 1. What could this mean for the battle for the lead? As here comes David Pedgel. He's got the draft. Does he have the momentum down the straightaway? He looks to the inside. He shows his nose. There's not enough. Maybe he has to dive this one in to make it work. Jacob Smetana drives it on the outside. Peter Smetana on the outside as well. He drives it in. Does he have the momentum off the corner? David Pedgel down the straightaway might have to get a little bit of side draft. He's got momentum. They come side by side to the line. Jacob Smetana wins at Auto Club. What a finish! The 3 teammates.
Finishing in 4th is the 91. As we have a battle here. This is for 10th.
Oh, it's Alan Thrasher and Mike Jensen to round out the top 10. Thrasher to the inside. Will they get side draft? I think Jensen's got it covered. Yes, he does. He gets the top 10 there. So battles everywhere, up and down the grid today. What a finish.
Rest of the winner.
Yeah, what a finish. And I mean, it came off the back of a big one.
Yeah.
And
Certainly.
another big one.
Way cleaner than Atlanta.
And a couple more wrecks. But we finished.
A few wrecks and more.
We finished with about a 20 or a
that's a race
30 lap green flag run.
Impressive. Well done to the drivers that remained as ice. How many people did we have that finished that race?
We had 17 people cross the
I
finish
knew it was
line.
going to be single file the rest of the race. I wouldn't have
Well,
that on pit
good
road.
job to everyone that did finish.
Ooh, tough break.
As also, as well, Dagan Roca getting top 5. So very good day for him. As I will quickly run us through our top 5 finishers here, as it was Jacob Smetana, the winner, as the teammates burning it down. 3 cars put a statement on the field today that when these 3 reach Cup, there are going to be problems for the field. As Jacob Smetana wins, David Pedrell gets second, Peter Smetana in third, Daniel Selway Jr. in fourth, and Dagan Roca in fifth. That's your top 5 finishers from today as they line up 3 cars in victory lane. Oh, some pretty hard contact.
You have some damage to fix post-race.
Yep, they're trying to get the car to pass post-race inspection, so they had to bend some parts back into place before it got to inspection.
Yep. Incredible.
But I mean, yeah, incredible. What a finish. The race had its moments where it looked shaky. Early on, the first 3 laps were amazing, and then everything for the next 20 laps, it struggled. Drivers genuinely did struggle to keep it clean, but that's okay because they figured it out in the final 40-ish laps there to the end. The mad dash to this finish as some strategy played out. What could have been maybe if Dagan Roca didn't take tires, if Ethan George didn't take tires, maybe they could have gotten involved in the battle and, you know, had a 4-car, 5-car fight maybe for the win. But, I mean, undoubtedly, a good race, nonetheless.
It was, and it was one off of strategy. Dagan Roca decided decided to take tires. He finished 5th behind Daniel Selway, who did not take tires. So, I mean, strategy plays a difference here. Strategy always plays a difference.
Yes, it does. As, interested to see what next race could hold.
Absolutely, and I think we are ready to see you guys, you the viewers, at Phoenix in 1 hour. We will see you there.
Yep, we'll be